Hey guys, coming to you from a Saturday morning in May. So, first thing off the bat, I want to talk about is the Spike Week Draft Hacker. I see a lot of these overlay tools coming out, and to be honest, you'd be doing yourself an injustice if you did not use Spike Week over those because, one, the main thing, it costs less. I mean, we're talking $15 a month or less, depending on the promo code you get. That's less than $200 for the whole year. You get the overlay, which highlights correlation, Philly, Philly. We'll talk about that in a second. It gives you points per game. It gives you points per or spike score. It gives you percentage of spikes week, percentage of nuclear weeks, and you get combo ownerships. This is tourney percentage. This is going to be your slate percentage. This is going to be your percent of your correlation with your first round pick, Jahmyr Gibbs. This is going to be percent of correlation with your second round pick, Nico Collins, and your correlation with Jahmyr Gibbs and Nico Collins. You get all that. Plus, you get draft IQ from Spike Week. I mean, it's hard for me to go through this in any sort of amount of reasonable time. There's a lot here. You want to edge up your game. You want to improve your game. Get Spike Week. Anyway, let's get on to the best ball playbook techniques. And I think I'm going to call this one something along the lines of Philly cheesesteaks in Boston. But essentially, we all know about the A.J. Brown rumors. They drafted Mekhi Lemon. They signed Hollywood Brown, Dontavian Wicks. A.J. Brown did report to Eagles practice this week, and I think that was a good move by him just to kind of make sure the Patriots don't underpay for him. But let's be honest, he's good as gone. There have been reports. Adam Schefter's come out and made multiple reports on this. So something I've been doing for a while now. Kind of started in February accidentally, and then I was just like, oh, this has legs to it. Let's go. Is I've kind of been setting up A.J. Brown to stack with Drake May. So that does require sometimes pulling A.J. Brown up earlier, but you don't need to because if you draft him at ADP, you'd probably pick him somewhere around the range Bucks Caddy over here got Joe Burrow. But when I looked at the board here, I didn't love my options. To be honest, I would have gone Bowers, but I had Gibbs. I like Nico for the upside. I just don't like him for consistency. And so a lot of times I will take Bowers if he gets to the 1-2 turn here. But after that, I don't want to pull up Allen so early. Pickens has his own, bucket of worms. And so A.J. Brown is the clear pick for me when I start Jahmyr Gibbs or even Bijan Robinson here. And what you get is you tend to get an underdog at least a nice fit with Drake May at pick 70. So that can drop to pick 72, 73. You can go a little bit earlier. Every once in a while, you'll get a Drake May slappy that grabs him at pick, like 60 or 55. But because of the weekly format of underdog, they really shouldn't be taking him a lot unstacked unless they have a pretty good reason for it that he projects more points than everybody else available. So the other nice thing about this range is you can get Drake May, you can stack him theoretically with A.J. Brown when he becomes a New England Patriot, but you can also get some front-weighted production of Ramondre Stevenson, which is a guaranteed stack because he's literally on the Patriots. And that really helps with Cam Scatabo, who's coming off an injury. Unlike Quinshon Judkins, Unlike Quinshon Judkins, Cam Scatabo, I don't believe has been seen at practice yet. So right now, we're kind of pegging him as an archetype that'll get better as the season goes on. We like the Giants' offense. And so I think this is a really good fit for us. And it's really easy to stack Drake May with A.J. Brown right now before June 1st when he's believed to be traded after that date. So I would pack your bags now. So we're going to put Drake May and Ramondre Stevenson in the hopper. We're going to go to our next draft here. Oh, what do you know? Another Drake May stack. This time with A.J. Brown at pick 26, Nico Collins, Jahmyr Gibbs. Huh, looks familiar, huh? Well, this time I've got him with DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift picked him a little bit ahead of ADP. I just didn't want to get behind on the running backs because, as you can see, this draft running backs are kind of running. Ramondre Stevenson already went. Yeah, we're going to click Drake May again here to stack him with A.J. Brown. And we're probably looking to continue to add to our running backs after the turn just because wide receivers are a little flat here, but running backs start to drop off a cliff. I mean, Tony Pollard is a starting running back, probably sharing with Tajay Spears. But then you get real-time shares with Rico Dowdle, R.J. Harvey, Jalen Warren. Now, one more thing I want to show you, just as kind of a bonus because that was quick, is this play here. So if you're using assistants, a lot of times when you have Jalen Waddle and Rashee Rice, Bo Nix and Patrick Mahomes will be in the same spot. Why did I go Patrick Mahomes here and let Bo Nix fall to me here? Well, if you look at the board, being on the turn is really, really nice. You can kind of see what people are leaning towards. In this case, I didn't see anybody with a Denver stack, but occasionally you get people that don't have a badge. No offense to DJ Dimples, but they see, hey, Brock Bowers, Patrick Mahomes in the same division. Let's grab him. However, in this case, I don't believe I saw anybody sharing a division with the Broncos. Well, I guess Brock Bowers did as well, but I grabbed Mahomes because I'm prone to grabbing Bo Nix. But in this case, because I sequenced it that way, I'm going to get both of them. There's another draft where I did the same thing, but I did it with Matthew Stafford. Let's see if I can find it because I queued up some of these drafts to make picks this morning. Here we have, this is another one I wanted to show. Jordan Love is an extremely flexible stacking candidate as a quarterback. He can stack with his running back, Josh Jacobs. He can stack with his wide receiver, Jaden Reed, who just got a contract extension. Or when you miss on both, you can put Matthew Golden on there. And listen, I don't love Matthew Golden, but he serves a purpose. He had a rookie year. He did pretty well at the end of the season, and he's still very young. And look, he's primed for a larger role. So we're going to grab Matthew Golden here to stack with Jordan Love. So he's a very versatile stacking piece, which also means there's going to be a lot of other people going for him. So sometimes I do like to grab him before ADP if I don't have any other confident stacking partners. Jackson Smith and Jigba has Sam Darnold, not as fun. DK Metcalf has potentially Aaron Rodgers, not as fun. Jordan Love's a much better passer by EPA. So we grabbed him early and hoping to stack him there. What do we have in this draft? This is nothing special. So, I just want to show you guys a Spike Week tool. The Draft Hacker, once again, it's cheaper than I think almost all the other overlays out there and gives you a database to play with where you can look at your teams, you can look at your opponent's draft boards, you can look at correlation. They've been showing you correlation on the overlay for, 2 or 3 years when other providers are just now beginning to add it. That's not the point. The point is it's cheaper than the other overlays. It does the same thing and gives you access to all of Spike Week's content for NHL, for NBA playoffs, for playoff best ball, regular season best ball. I think we had some hockey content too. And if you ask B. Kurt, he loves that auto draft content. Now that we're getting so many options for drafting, there's going to be some auto drafting being done if you want to get volume in. So learn how to auto draft well and learn how to set up your ranks to take advantage of that. That's all for today. And hope you guys pack your Drake May AJ Bay bags.